Dylan Wang was thousands of miles away, in Los Angeles, at the NBA All-Star Game. Two different countries, two different spotlights, two different energies. But fans couldn't stop connecting the dots. Because timing is everything. Let's start in China. Dylan Wang was in Los Angeles, at the NBA All-Star Weekend. Different crowd, different energy, flash cameras, courtside seats, global athletes, international media. And Dylan looked relaxed, casual, confident, laughing with friends, taking photos, soaking in the American spotlight. The contrast was striking. Shen Yue, Dylan Wang, courtside in LA, global sports atmosphere, modern international vibe. Two stars, two worlds. And yet fans kept asking the same question. Is this distance symbolic? Because for years, their names have been intertwined. Every public appearance analyzed. Every schedule overlap scrutinized. But this time, they weren't in the same country. Not even close. And strangely, that's what made people talk more. Back to Shen Yue. Angeles, Dylan Wang posted nothing directly about the festival happening back home.
No subtle mention. No emoji.
No congratulatory message. But he did post NBA content. Courtside clips. Smiles. City lights in the background. And that's when fans began dividing into two camps. Camp 1 said, "They're just busy. Separate schedules. That's normal."
Camp 2 said,
"It feels intentional." But here's the deeper layer.
growth.
And Dylan? He didn't look like someone chasing attention. He looked comfortable, global, at ease in international settings, like someone expanding beyond borders. Maybe that's what this moment really showed. Not distance, not tension, but evolution. Two people who started in the same chapter, now writing different ones. And that realization hit fans harder than any rumor ever could. Because sometimes separation doesn't mean conflict. It means growth. But let's talk about the symbolism.
Tradition.
And Shen Yue standing there alone, shining independently, carried weight. On the other side of the world, the NBA All-Star Game represents global reach, ambition, expansion, modern celebrity influence. And Dylan standing there, immersed in that environment, also carried weight. It was almost cinematic. If this were a drama scene, this would be the turning point episode. The episode where both characters choose personal growth over emotional dependency. And maybe that's why fans felt something shift. Not heartbreak, not scandal, just change. But here's where things get even more layered. Some fans pointed out that neither overshadowed the other. Shen Yue didn't reference LA. Dylan didn't reference the festival.
No indirect hints. No overlapping narrative.
It was clean, professional, independent, which in celebrity culture can be louder than any public interaction. And yet, despite being continents apart, they trended on the same day. Different headlines, same timeline. It almost felt poetic. Asia watching Shen Yue glow under red lantern lights. America watching Dylan Wang under arena spotlights. Two time zones, one global fandom. And here's the question that keeps surfacing. If they're truly walking separate paths now, why does it still feel connected? Maybe because history doesn't disappear. Maybe because audiences attach emotion to shared beginnings. Or maybe because people aren't ready to let go of narratives they once loved. But what cannot be denied is this: Shen's identity. And Dylan Wang? He didn't look distracted. He didn't look nostalgic. He looked present, focused, expanding his global footprint. That duality. And maybe that's the real story. Not drama, not speculation, but evolution. Still, fans are human. And humans look for meaning. So, who had the bigger moment? Who looked happier? Who's leveling up faster? But maybe that's the wrong question. Maybe the real question is, what happens when two people who once shared the same spotlight learn how to stand confidently in separate ones? Because this week, they both won. Different arenas. Saw Dylan Wang in LA. Did it feel like expansion? Opportunity? A new chapter? Drop your country in the comments, USA, Europe, Asia, Canada, Australia, and tell me, do you see this as distance or destiny unfolding separately? Because sometimes the loudest statement isn't what two people say to each other. It's how confidently they stand on their own. And this week, they both stood tall, independently, and powerfully. Now the real question is this the beginning of two different global eras? Or just a temporary chapter in a much longer story? Let me know what you think below.
Fire.